Are we live?
And we're live. We are live.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to Cleveland Business Live, episode 37, and a very special one at that. I'm so excited to have my partner in crime, my ride or die, Nicholas Cole, with us today, and the Michael Kaim team. So we've got Michael Kaim, who's the team leader, and his newlywed wife, Holly Kaim. Holly is actually the manager of the Akron Southern office, and also a success manager for the entire team. And then Tina Hivnor is the chief operating officer. She runs the whole show. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for you to be here. So first, before we have a lot to talk about, but the first thing I want to talk about is how your team started, because it started over 16 years ago?
2002.
Yeah, 18 years ago.
Mm-hmm. So in 2002, our parents had just sold their brokerage. I was on an apprenticeship down in Miami Beach, Florida, working for one of the top realtors in the world, doing an apprenticeship, which is exciting. I was just telling someone about it. And it was then, at that moment, when I moved back, our parents had just retired and sold their brokerage. I was Mike Ferry trained, and I started pounding the pavement early. I was 24, and I started prospecting, cold calling every day. I was hitting between 50 and 75 contacts every day. I locked myself in the conference room downstairs of our office, and I'd get complaints from the manager that I was controlling one of two or three conference rooms. But that was the only place I could close the door and prospect. So I'd prospect all day, unless I had appointments in the evenings, and I had a goal of being number one in the company, and then later my goal was to just sell as many houses as I could and help as many clients as we could, and it just kind of took off from there. Within 3 months, I had about 35 listings in my inventory, and I just kept going. I asked Tina, who is on her maternity leave with her second baby, right, Tina?
Yep. Cole was at 2 under 2 when I started with you. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
My better half on the business side, Tina, she was basically a general sales manager for a small sales company in Beechwood, and she had taken her maternity leave. And I said, Tina, and she had been licensed before me 10 years prior, because we're 8 years apart in age. And I said, Tina, I'm starting a team. I'd like you to work for me. And she goes, okay, kid. She goes, just call me when you're busy. So
that's actually a true story. I'm like, call me when you're busy, and no problem. So he called, and I'm like, define busy. It was like 6 weeks since he started. He's like, I don't know, I have 22, maybe 23 listings. Like, I know they all have signs. I think they have no highlight sheets, and people want to see them. Like, I need help. And I said, okay, let me call our sister-in-law to see if she can watch the boys, and I'll be in tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
That's
so exciting.
From that point, our first 12 months, we sold 78 homes. It was Tina and I and like an assistant. And then a year later, we added a buyer's agent or two, and we sold 175 homes, 172, something like that. And then the third year, we were at 2.25. And then we maintained between 225 and 275 for about 6 years. And then when the recession hit, right about the recession time, we just kind of took a quantum leap. That's when I asked our coach how we could increase our business, because our average sale price had dropped so much with the recession, and he trained me on how to expand our market. So we then moved into the southern market. At that time, I brought in my now wife, and we expanded to the southern market of Akron and Canton, opened up a green office, and we started really taking off, and we increased our sales. We hit over 3 the next year, and then we hit ever since then, since like 2011, 12, we were over 400 units. So it was in the last 8 years straight, we've gone over 400 units, and we had a record year last year. We sold 500. What was it, Tina? 539.
540.
540.
112 million.
15
That's no
million.
joke.
Yeah, and our goal is to get to 1,000. So that's
Oh
what
my
we have.
gosh. And then Holly, so you started more of the southern region, right? So you've got how many agents down in that Akron area?
I think 7 total now. And so I started with the team in 2012, and then just mostly did sales between then and till about 4 years ago. I started helping recruit, train, hire, and manage the agents down there, as well as keeping up my own personal business.
Right. And what do you guys think is like, what do you attribute as like the secret to your success? I mean, over 500 sales, and you've been doing this consistently, this consistent growth.
Well, Tina, do you want to take that question?
Well, this might sound bad. Real estate is not rocket science. Our parents were in the business, and they taught us at a very young age. You take care of your customers and your clients, and you do the things you tell them you're going to do, right? That's kind of the start of it, and that's how the whole thing started. Is you taking good care of clients, and then they send you their friends and everything else. And as far as the agent side of it goes, same thing. You give the agents the tools and the systems and the training and the coaching and the environment where they can thrive and learn from one another. And again, it's the same thing. It just kind of takes care of itself.
Right.
So
and
to add to that, I would say the two things that got us to where we are is one is we've always had anybody around us, we've always made them feel like family. So from our clients first to our the other team members, it's always been a family environment. So the culture of our team has always been with the mindset of family, work hard, play hard, and we've always made everybody feel as though they're part of our family, and that's how we treat our all of our people. And the same with clients. Starting from the clients, if you don't offer great customer service and a good marketing plan, you're out of business. And, I'll never forget growing up, sitting at the counter, late at night. My dad's a realtor. He was a realtor. So 10 o'clock at night, I'm sitting next to my dad, and he's telling me I got to be prospecting how many contacts did I make that day. And if I'm not lead generating every single day, my pipeline's dead and I'm not going to succeed. But he also instilled in my brain today, never forget. He says, Michael, let me tell you something. He goes, if you are always thinking about your clients' needs first, and you always put your customers first, ahead of yourself or anybody else, as long as it's above board and what you're doing is in their best interest, you'll always succeed. So we built our team based on great customer service, putting our clients first, and second, our marketing plan. I was a marketing dad from John Carroll. Marketing is huge. If you're not branding yourself, marketing yourself, promoting yourself, and then obviously the listings, you have to have a bang up marketing plan for your houses that you have listed for sale. So that's why we were able to sell so many houses. As soon as we list a house, we have an entourage of marketing that we do for our listings for our clients to make sure we have the best exposure in the business, and that catapulted our business early on. So
and early on, it's actually crazy that we're sitting here right now because we were competitors.
Yeah.
So we were on different teams in Lake County that were competing constantly. So I was on the Crockett team, and you obviously, you had the Kaim team going. I think you were just starting it at that point.
Yep.
But you were just like going hard, and we were rivals, even though we did deals together and it was always professional and, everything like that. We were we were rivals. So it's just crazy because what was it like? Holly and I were talking about it. I can't even believe it was already 6 years ago. Somebody just asked me, I was like, oh yeah, we've been friends for like 2 or 3 years. We've been friends for 6 years already. And it was because a mutual friend invited me to go play golf with you guys. And I was like, first of all, I don't play golf. And secondly, Michael and Holly, I'm like, no, they're the enemy. And I think at that point I was at Keller Williams, so we weren't even really. And they were like, do you even know them? I'm like, no. So I was like, all right, I went about a cute little golf outfit. And I just like the first time we spent the day together, I was just like, oh my gosh, I like love these guys. And it's just been that way ever since. So I just treasure our friendship, and just it's been awesome. And so, I mean, just bringing it full circle, here we are 10 minutes talking, kind of like to kind of wrap it up. But basically, I mean, another big reason I wanted to have you guys on is because I think 2020 for everyone has been a year of like reflection and what truly makes me happy, what do you really need in life, and just simplifying. And my big thing that I just came to is that like what I truly love about this business is being with my clients, is, you know, creating those relationships where they become my friends, and putting deals together and getting them a win when they didn't think that they were going to get, you know, getting back to them and saying, hey, we got this price, or we got you these terms, and they're so excited, and just training and mentoring Nick and other agents that have come on. Nick is the silent one over there. But those are those, and doing this, I love doing the show. So like these are the things that like excite me. And but the running of the business, the operations, like Tina is, I mean, that is your lane, and you are amazing at it. And I struggle through it, and it just kind of depletes the joy out of it for me. So, I mean, you've been trying to get me on your team for a little bit.
It's probably been 10 years that from the first time I met you on a deal that I said, Lisa, you should come to the team.
I was like, I don't see pigs flying outside my window, so no, that's not happening.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday. And then last year, so well, just backing. So as I started thinking about this, I talked to Nick, because Nick and I, even though he's silent right now, he is like my sounding board. We talk about everything when it comes to the business. So I just said, Nick, what do you think if we see what the Michael Kaim team has, like, I never actually asked him what it's all about. Maybe we should ask him. What did you think when I said that to you?
I love Michael and Holly. So I was like, it's definitely worth checking out. And we did, and we sort of like what we heard.
Well, backtrack a year ago, you guys invited us to a Mike Ferry seminar, and I wasn't coached by Mike Ferry, but Nick is big into prospecting, so we went to Vegas with you guys, and that was transformational for you, Nick. Talk about that, like how it's transformed your business.
Well, I came from MAPS coaching, that's more so team building. If anyone's familiar with Keller Williams, and I'm a prospecting type of guy. And so when we were invited to the Mike Ferry retreat, and that's basically their main thing is just prospecting, hitting the phones, building up the pipeline. Like, this guy actually makes sense. So from there, I've been the Mike Ferry premium agent since that day. And I love that Michael, Holly, and Tina have the same values the Mike Ferry coach. So it was transformational to my business, and it led to over 40 deals this year, closer to 50, and looking to build towards 80 next year. So it's definitely comes from that foundation for sure.
And you're doing it. And so, I mean, so I called Michael, and I was like, so I'm thinking about seeing what the Michael Kaim team has to offer. And he's like, what? And I got to experience how you guys close deals, like literally with like, you had me on the phone with Tina in an hour. Then Holly and I were talking an hour later. Then the next day, we just basically 2-hour conversation, wrapped everything up. And so that's the news. Nick and I are joining the Michael Kaim team.
Yes.
And Brenda is watching, and she said, Bruce and I are watching. You all look fabulous. But yeah, we're just so
thrilled to have you.
We're so excited too. I just think it's the best fit, for us all, and just so excited to light it up with you guys this year.
Yeah.
And EXP, I have to say, I just have to give a shout out to everybody there. Kim Goodrick, who introduced me to the company, is awesome. and Al Stasik, you've always been there for me. All the amazing agents there. I love you guys. I know we're going to continue to mastermind and just elevate this business together. But I just really, we're just super pumped. This is a fun move for us, and we're just going to grow together and just have fun. Continue to have fun.
With that said, welcome to the team. You and Nick are going to kill it next year. Lisa, you'll be one of our success coaches, and I can see you growing not only your own business, but you'll help build our team and help us go into 2021. We're going to go out with a bang. Next year, we're going to crush it.
Let's do it.
Damn right.
And with that, Michael, I got you a little something that I'd like you to open. Better not have
We had
peeked.
this mysterious bag in the room this morning. I was like,
I have camera on it, so I know you didn't look at it.
oh my God, this is great. Oh my God. So,
It's a pig with
it
wings.
says, Michael Kaim team. and it's when pigs fly. That was her model. Every time I said when you're going to join the team, when pigs fly.
And they're flying today, people.
Yay.
Yay! Well, thank you, everybody. I hope you're all finishing out the year strong, too, and doing what brings you joy and happiness. And happy holidays to everybody, and peace out.
Happy holidays.
Holidays.
Bye, guys.